We are now in episode 12 of the Necro-Schall base of 5 stuff, and I mucked around with this coal plan again last time. Yeah, we'd actually, this episode we're going to try and actually keep it to episode length again, and also definitely get this mix build running, because it's currently not and hasn't been for a while, and I kind of need to be. And what do the bots need? Beacons, sure. Yeah. So, the thing that struck me about this is, I think I am going to need to bring more coal in here, but I also don't know how much, but because of also the way it gets off the train, I think I need to swap all these things around. So this is, actually I haven't done this for the other lanes yet, but this is what we're going to do next, which is, so we're going to take off all the coal is going to go through, it's going to flow out, but then if there's a buffer, it will also load onto the outside of this belt, which is going to take priority, like this inserters that are feeding all these builds, hopefully we'll take priority from the things that are coming off here and not on the other lane that's down here, hopefully. That said, I think we actually have to move, like if I'm doing this thing here, yeah, I actually have to move that kind of out the way, don't I? But that's fine, because this, kind of fine. Then if I put this here, then this is, yeah, this here is now a pattern that will work in all of the mixed builds. So I guess I just do like this thing again, and then, yeah, here and where there, and then there, lining things up with the undergrounds. Okay, so that, and there's still the possibility, like, I don't know what I'm doing with this coal here, and so this also might just back up. But do all these things need to? I guess they do. Whatever. Yeah. Then let's just like drive over. Oh yeah, and there was other stuff I wanted to do as well, wasn't there? There was. I decided I was changing this plan. Let's do that. Actually, we need to do that kind of now. Yeah, we're gonna set all these to 2. Set to 2. Okay. Cool. Train limit 2. Yeah, and then this one is also going to be 2. And then let's just copy that configuration to the other places where the train stations are, because the other thing that I realized I wanted, and I don't actually know if I have enough train stations for this on me, is I want other train stations over here as well, because this will, are these gonna, yeah, these are gonna fit here, aren't they? This isn't in the way, it's fine. This, we're gonna have another train station like over here. Does that actually have enough space in the stacker? Yes, good. Okay, so this station is just going to be train station limit 1, and we're going to call this the mixed. Let's call this mixed chill. And yeah, I want this like not those last two, there and there, and then I think we also need to put this back in Roboport range, because I kind of took away all that stuff because a bunch of that stuff kind of got dealt with. I thought I was done here, turns out I'm not done here. And yeah, then I think it's going to be, okay, I don't have any power over here. I guess we do that. Come on, reach. There we go. So bots will build these train stations. We will go and put a bunch of miners down. I've already got some trains down here, but I think I'm going to need more trains. So I've got like some basic setup here, because what we want these trains to be, like we've already got, I forget what this thing is called. Yeah, it's got the iron ore symbol, so it's fine. So the idea with this train plan now is these trains are going to go from the iron mine to inactivity because of how the mixed stacks work, and then, I'm glad that I wasn't standing in the way of anything, and then to mixed chill with no weight condition, and then to mixed iron, and then empty cargo. And so the idea is generally this. I think this should let me get away with far fewer trains and less congestion. The idea is we'll get full trains off here. There's then these, a bunch of stations. How many stations? 12. That's so many more than I need. Which all have train limit 1. So we'll get a different train in each of these stations, and then they will just hang out there, also not blocking their patch, until any of these stations are free. And the idea is, yeah, when I had these things as all being train limit 3, I would have one actually in the station and one in kind of the immediate cache, and then trains sitting in this stacker would have already chosen which station they were going to, and it wouldn't have worked out. Whereas this way around, the plan is that I would need, maybe in that case, 12 trains to make sure everyone had everything they needed, because I could have actually slightly less, like 3 per rail line per build, and then a couple over here, so maybe 10. Whereas this way lets me have less. I can have the 8 that are 8 trains will just straight up fill up the iron line for this, and then another 8 for copper, of course. And then if I have only another 1 or 2 over here, these ones will be saying like station full up until one of these trains leaves the station, at which point this one will be, and so this will let me have like only 10 trains and have everyone doing everything I need. So let's go and do that. Mixtine, yeah, so let's, and this will probably also demonstrate why, and each of these got like a token amount of fuel, but that's fine because there's still this little fuel buffer up here, which is going to give the train some, and then there's also over here, one of the other things I added in between episodes is this cheeky little thing that just grabs coal that will then also refuel these trains. I mean, this should probably have a buffer. Probably. I'm not going to bother with that yet. But yeah, this will probably show... I actually haven't got some of these things. Okay, there's actually quite a few of these things. That was all kind of bad. Yeah, I suspect this won't... Just with those iron trains, this won't work, because these guys are going to need their initial fuel. And if all the iron backs up on these belts, then the iron isn't going to come off the train, which means the other mixed things don't come off the train, which means the coal doesn't come off the train, which the smelter needs to process the stuff to get the iron off the train. So other than that, let's go and... Yeah, here's... I'm pretty sure I can drive. Oh, and I also made all these trains 8 long. I don't really need them to be 8 long, do I? Whatever. Trains are going to be 8 long. You know, it's a good number for trains. Let's grab all of this and put it like here. Is that a good spot? These ones can actually be 8 long. This one can go here by the looks of it. And I've already got power over here. Give the roboport, give it a storage box, give the roboport some bots. Actually, before giving them anything else, where is... Oh, I missed the station. That's the right spot there, isn't it? That's not the right spot. I need those things to be overlapping, yeah. Because this one here wants to be... This is not Andreas Schultz iron. This is going to be Andreas Schultz copper. I guess that's the name we've ended up with. I'm pretty sure that's... Yeah, these guys are distinct stations. Okay. Don't rename that guy with these. Yeah, so this is... I wanted to do that before giving... Actually, it doesn't matter. Have some of those, have a bunch of these, have... You need these modules, you need those modules, and then over here... You need all of those. And... Like, I would quite like to be able to have this stacker. This power pole's in the way, isn't it? It's super in the way. Yeah, got to get... I would like to have enough space between the end of this station and the beginning of the stacker to fit a whole train, because that way these trains won't have to go all the way down here. Like, they won't... This travel time won't be the next train to getting it into the mine. But that being said, I don't think that's going to be a problem anyway. I think this is... Oh, they also need other stuff. They need a couple of boxes, a couple of these, a couple of these. I don't remember exactly what, whatever. So yeah, you guys go and get that done. Then... The thing is, this... Yeah, that's not going to go there. This is just going to go like that or something. And then we may as well also connect this over here at this point. And I guess you guys are going to need those as well. Research is going, because I realized I had blue science backed up, so we're just doing blue and military science things. This is all still pretty fine. Military science, we got, you know, a couple hundred there, a couple hundred in the labs. This is all going at the rate of green science, which is nice. This was actually super backed up. I think I probably want to limit this. Yeah, we need to get all the other things online. Why did... Oh, because that broke. I broke it over there. Oh, because this doesn't exist. Okay. That doesn't exist. And then where am I supposed to be connecting this? Let's just... Oh, it was only ever connected from the bottom. Okay. That's a curious thing I chose to do, but sure. Okay, I don't even know if I have enough. I got a couple more trains. Yeah, let's put it. Okay, so that should get everyone back. This one should continue here. I should have... okay, whatever. Yeah, because I think... Then I also need to power this fuel thing. I guess like that, and then has one of these... This mine has run out, which is not in Roboport range, which is a bit of a shame. Fine. It's all a giant mess. So that'll do that. These guys are... Why are you not powered? Oh, because you didn't actually get the poles. Okay, fine. I shall do this myself with the other poles. There we go. Okay, so all that's set up. This miner should get put here, so that's fine. These guys should... Actually, it doesn't even matter if this one is slightly on that iron, because all of this is mixed anyway. But the thing I wanted to do was... Yeah, now we just got to connect all this stuff up. Which is... that little... Actually, this little piece of water in the way. I don't mind using a little bit of landfill for stuff like that. Which will make that just slightly improved. Because I think... You guys are still in Roboport range, aren't you? Yeah, you are. You're all going to be in Roboport range. That's fine. Okay, so I kind of want... Where does... Nope. Give me the whole... That there is going to connect properly, isn't it? And then... If this is... I kind of want this to be a straight signal. And then I also want there to be a straight signal here as well. But I want to add a couple more wiggles here so that I can fit a whole train in. It goes the wrong way. Can I get... I can get to there. Sure. Okay, because the other thing that struck me. Okay, let's go and set up some of these other trains, and we'll add this wiggle later. Let's try not to probably not get hit by trains here. Probably we'll get hit by trains here. It's fine. Okay, we want to go here. We want to go. Andrea Schultz. I put that chain signal on the wrong side, didn't I? And the same kind of setup here. Mixed chill followed by mixed copper. Empty cargo. 5 seconds of inactivity, no wait condition in the chill. Yeah, so these ones can probably just go, except they're probably not going to be able to because this goes on the wrong side. But that's fine. That's a thing I can fix. Some of this is going to be one way. So now we do that. These guys also don't have... Yeah, this is in the way as well. But this is currently all one segment, and I don't want it to be one segment. B, I want to put another of these miners down here. How far apart are these things? Because this will tell me where the next one wants to go, which will be good for beacon placement. What are bots waiting on? They're waiting on filter inserters. Ah! And I can actually make a filter inserter, which means that this guy isn't actually unloading coal from that thing, and these guys aren't getting any more from there, but whatever. Okay. Rail signal there. These guys are... Yeah, so this is what I want. These trains are now close to the next train, and so can charge in as soon as one train is done. Let's right-click that so that I can set up. Looks like I have enough for one more train, kind of. This did get the paste. So yeah, I need to make more trains because I want 10 of these trains for iron and 10 of these trains for copper, which is quite a lot more trains. This one, and they're going in this slot, so they get used first. So yeah, so this should still give me, I mean, I think I put, yeah, these guys have done kind of what I thought they would, which is why I think I need the other belt of coal through here as well, because these things are getting unloaded like a stack at a time, and statistically everything should balance out, but that's not the same as in any given moment things actually balancing out. And then I need to also connect to this guy, so let's go through that as well. Do I need this roboport anymore? I need to remember that those guys aren't being fueled, but otherwise I think that's pretty fine. Oh wait, no, I was going to do, yeah, let's do this little shimmy first as well, because this rail here, also from about here, I want to see if I can, and the radar's in the wrong place, but I think this is going to work. Yeah, chain signal here, get some of this stuff out of the way. Yeah, that's what we want. Do I still have roboport coverage? Yeah, I do still have roboport coverage, good. Actually, this one wants to say, because this wants to go back over here. Really? Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, just do that. That's disgusting. That's great. So we'll have one train that's able to park here for the iron. We'll have another train that's able to park here for the copper. We'll have a bunch of parking over here. They're all going to be fine. Those guys don't have many bots in their network. I think I'm just going to like set some of these here and then come back later. Do they actually have... I don't think they have enough rail, do they? And they may also not have a storage chest, so we're going to give them a storage chest, give them some rail, whatever. Yeah, backing up through these hitboxes because it's kind of awkward. Oh, this one got destroyed. Yeah, so now this should definitely, doesn't it? Yeah, there's heaps of space. This whole section here isn't necessary, but that's fine. I mean, they don't need to. That was kind of important. Don't know why they didn't do that. Never mind. Yeah, got to get this looking thing here. Is it going to be there? Isn't it? Yeah. So all of this has to move again, which is also fine. Does it actually fit there, though, is the question. Yes, is the answer to that. Okay, and then I also need to give, I still need to give these guys roboports. This is apparently different roboport to the last roboport network. Let's put it there. Let's not put it there. That's also in the way of where I'm trying to put this rail. I still have 10 of these, which is fine, and then this thing can just straight up go through here. And then this, and we are basically connected. I don't need both of those guys, but this one can also go here. So we're chain signaling everything. This guy gets a chain signal to go onto the network. These guys go around there. This other train is not. Where are you trying to go? Oh, you're also trying to go to the copper, and then you're going to slide in down here. Okay, so that's exactly what should have happened. Then the other thing we need to do, which is all of this stuff is still not actually running because we're not getting... Yeah, this is at least pure iron, which is the plan, and this one should end up pure copper, which is also the plan, but we also need to get coal. So we also need to get coal to fuel the train. So the plan for that, let's hope we don't get hit here, is to run another belt over. And we're just going to do this with a belt, because this one is not going to be a huge use of copper or coal, and it's probably just going to last forever. And I've even got a bucket wheel miner 1, because I don't even think I need that much from it. And I'm also just... Maybe if I'm mining it for plastic? I don't know. Let's actually... This is the bit that's like sticking out the most. So let's throw it like here. And let's give it the modules it wants. It wants one of these and 2 of these, and I'm only going to take half a belt of this stuff out. So normally I would have to do a thing like if I wanted a full belt, I would have to do something like that to get stuff on both sides. I don't actually want stuff on both sides. I don't want that much out from this. And I want every other train that's pulling stuff out over here to take priority over that coal feed. But that's it. I also need this coal feed because this has got to run. Yeah, because this is the, like, the small amount of stuff that's coming out at the moment. So you know, some of that is getting some of the things it needs, but we've got to get this other coal in. And then the question is, how do we get the coal in? What do we... Oh, these guys didn't get chain signals. That's going to be a problem because it means that various things won't actually be signaled. So, how am... I think I'm coming down here, aren't I? We'll bring this down here and then all the way... Actually, we're going to go up. Where does it need to come in? It needs to come in... It needs to go in on this belt. I mean, it's going to be very similar to... This is going to be in the way when we extend the mixed build, which is going to be soon. And also, it doesn't want to be... It wants to be this, because I only want the coal in there. And then is the... This is going to prioritize putting things on the top half of this belt, which is... all the way over here, also the side I'm putting things on, so that's good. So I think I just go and drive it over to that belt, and then this section we might have to move later when the mixed build happens, and then this actually wants a priority. Here. So this is just going to take all the coal down here, and then this thing we will set to a prioritization once the dudes build it, and then this, hopefully I've got enough belt on me to run it, I guess, over here. It's kind of going around the coastline here, isn't it? Dodge that cliff, which is kind of nice. There's still some worms over there that I've not done anything with. And now coal should be on the way, and also various other bits of pieces which will get filtered off. Where will it get filtered off? It'll get filtered off here, and these guys are going to want to go input priority on the right, because I want to make sure that coal doesn't back up. And then let's do the silly thing where we go like, is there a miscellaneous items thing somewhere? Yeah, let's put blueprints on the right, and that way we take this off. Nothing if it goes out here, and everything that turns up here goes through the other one. This other lane gets priority, but then this lane, everything else, all the coal coming off the various mix builds gets priority over the coal that's coming through here. Okay, so let's. I have some fuel. Actually, I don't need those yet. I have some fuel of various kinds. I've also got a bunch of... Yeah, let's just dump this stuff in here. I will not need it. And then let's see if we can get some of the stuff online in some way to also check that this mixed build actually does what it needs to. Because that's kinda... That's where we are now. Things have... And that's all my fuel. Oh no, that's not true. I've got a bit of coal here. And yeah, what other research do I want? I mean, I've got, I guess, bullet damage. Bullet damage is still a thing I'm going to be using. That's also still a thing I'm going to be using. And then I guess the various other processing things are still going to be useful. I don't think I have that much military science though. Should we do? I guess we do gates. I guess we do belt immunity equipment. You know, whatever. And then there's no other red. Oh, there's the behemoth processing, which I am super far away from. What are you guys complaining about? You're complaining about repair packs and filter inserters, that's right, and poles and a couple of things. Okay, so let's just go back and get that set up. Also, by unblocking some of this, there's a decent chance of the coal coming off here. Well, actually, that's not quite true. The the first amounts of coal are going to end up in here, refueling these trains. So even more important that this coal arrives, but should be fine. I might also need... Actually, that was the other idea, wasn't it? Like, I think I need another drawer of coal off here, even though at the moment I'm going to be taking so much coal off this, it's going to be fine. Like, I've got all the smelting, I've then got the plastic. I might need to just keep coal moving here so that everything else keeps moving, because this is, I think, one of the reasons why mixed builds are a thing I like here, in that all the smelting kind of has to happen together, because we've got to deal with all the mixed stuff. But that's actually, the coal is arriving now. Let's check that it's doing... check that it's doing the things that I want it to do with the rain noises in the background, because, you know, that's nice. And yeah, so this should still flow. Outputs are coming out. These things are backed up because this is not connected. Yeah, this is why we test builds, isn't it? This is why we test builds. This is why we like to do live tests of things. This doesn't need to exist yet. These guys don't have coal. This stuff is, but also this stuff backing up and then everything else still working fine is indeed part of how I want all of this to work. In fact, these guys taking everything first and nothing getting through is also still kind of the plan, because I want this belt to be able to back up so that everything coming off these trains still gets priority when we're using it. That's all. It looks like it's doing enough there. That doesn't need to exist. These guys don't need to exist either. And then down here, there were a couple more... Can I just cruise over here and not care? Apparently, yes. A couple more chain signals that needed to exist. Like this one and this one, because that one-way track would have been probably blocking a bunch of things. I don't even think I need chain signals here, because any train... I guess there's the chance of this train going one way and this train going the other way, that intersection could have cooperated. But otherwise, that can just, it can just be chain signals like that. You also still needed, was it repair packs and filter inserters? And yeah, so you wanted some of those and some of those, right? And then also, let's give you some repair packs, because I'm pretty sure I've got repair packs and okay, I've got one repair pack. Why do I only have one repair pack? Never mind. Okay, so this is probably fine. Yeah, this is fine. These guys are doing fine. How many repair packs do they have? How many repair packs does the network have? 240. Yeah, that's fine. Is this doing what it needs to? So we're starting to get some steel. We are getting coal through here, and then not making plastic because I put those guys in the wrong place. Okay. Sure. I guess we're just gonna have bots rearrange all of this for us. This is why we test things, isn't it? Okay, so let's go. Let's delete all of that and put this copy in, and then let's delete all of that. This is not nearly as bad as it's going to be when we're trying to upgrade the relevant parts to red belt, but that's going to mean that the plastic lines up, which is cool. Which means those guys currently don't have plastic, but that's okay, because I've also got other things I don't have yet, include not actually having any outputs for the mixed build at all. So this is probably just gonna, I kind of need to do something about that, otherwise it's gonna back up. What was the other? Oh yeah, I also had, is this a thing I can kind of kick off pretty quickly? Yeah, we've got 1,000 solar panels there, so let's figure out how and where we can extend this further by having, I mean, it's going to be over about here, isn't it? So let's, which one is these? These are the ones in, wait, I did not have a blueprint for, this is the one that's also in the middle. Yeah, that makes, needing 4 of these things makes sense, because, you know, the things are 4 wide, but that's not what I wanted to do at all. I wanted to do that, but then do this thing. I've still got some of these dumb things down here. Yeah, because if I make this a relative tiling blueprint, Yeah, I need to deal with that grid, don't I? Okay, all those things aren't going to exist. Yeah, because let's, with height 0 to, yeah, that one doesn't want to exist as well. Width also just wants to, it doesn't actually want to be 24, does it? It also only wants to be 20. Is that right? Let's, and also the yeah, get rid of all of that because we'll be blasting that in a bit anyway. That wants to be 0. The height actually only wants to be 7 because the power poles need to overlap, and then so it does actually need to be 25. Oh no, wait, it needs to be 21 wide, right? Yeah. So now this is going to be my solar panel blueprint that should, yeah, so I find here where it overlaps, and then I can go like this, and it overlaps with all the things it needs to. Let's do that in a place where I can see it better, but also the bots won't be trying to do anything with it, to make sure that it's, okay, why, I guess because I had to shift do it. Okay, interesting, so shift building tiling blueprints over rocks and things still doesn't do, yeah, so I'd have to, is this doing what it should? Yeah, so these are lining up, these ones are overlapping, the poles are overlapping, yeah, that's fine. Get rid of all of those bag examples of things we don't need, and then keep those things. And then, what do you need? Oh, you still needed the filter inserter, yeah, whatever. But this should all be going now, right? I should have, yeah, I've got blue circuits, I've got steel, I've got modules of various kinds. These guys are waiting to get the fuel, but it's fine because I'm still providing this with most of, like 70% of half a belt of coal, and these things all will satisfy their internal buffers. Why are you not? Oh, because you're already full, because I'm not using the copper. Interesting, I was expecting that to be fully running all the time. I am making LDS though, yeah, so this is, yeah, this is going to back up and block everything. We're going to go and put that in boxes as well, but you give me these back. Do I even want a rubber board here? I don't think I want this. I have inventory space for it. I don't think I want any of those ones there at all. I think this is just done. This is, yeah, there's no rubber port coverage here at all, which is good. We don't actually need rubber port coverage here. I need more trains here. I've currently got fewer trains than I need. I need like another, wait, so I've got 3 on each, and I wanted a total of 10 on each, so I need a total of another 14 trains. Cool. Let's chunk down some more solar panel. Like I said, this isn't gonna, yeah, I need to Alt-D all of this first, because otherwise when I try and shift build things, it'll kind of smear the blueprint everywhere rather than actually building it sensibly. But now, yeah, now all of that's Alt-D'd, I can just slap a bunch of solar on a tiling blueprint, which is nice. Then this rubber port wants to go over here, so let's get rid of these two and put a rubber port here. Yeah, and then this will give us a lot more space to continue our solar panel. Where does this overlap? Here? Yeah, this is going to have the same problem, isn't it? Because all of these things need to be deleted before I can just shift copy a bunch of solar panels around the place, which is mildly annoying. There, and then also, by the looks of things, here. And this should, yeah, this is going to put down a bunch more solar panels, isn't it? How much more space do I have? Do I want to, I mean, I don't really want to go into the forest, but I guess I'm already committing to destroying that forest. Let's instead go this way. Yeah, this is much better. I don't think I'll need this space for anything, will I? Where does this overlap? It overlaps, it doesn't overlap there. I need to be looking for where these guys also overlap with, yeah. Let's do this thing again, because if I get rid of all of the obstructions, in fact, do I want to, don't know if I want to get rid of all those trees at all. They're doing decent pollution absorption work, whatever. We're going to get rid of all the trees. We're going to have a lot of trees in storage. It'll be fine. We'll then get back to the fairly serious business of going bleh. And then, yeah, we'll actually have build space on all of these, won't I? I'll be able to do all of this. And yeah, this is the one that didn't work out because is it offset from? Yeah, it's offset because of this guy. Do they end up in the same place? Okay, so this should all fit together nice now, right? Where was? These guys also know. Okay, so all of that is kind of off. Let's do. Actually, I don't. I'm also not going to have build range on all of these ones, am I? Because if I had, wait, no, I am. I'm not going to be able to build like this. Roboport's build range will go out to nearly touch this guy, but it won't touch this guy because these. Actually, this is the distance it'll be short, so that's fine. Wait, these guys are also off. Where? How did? I guess these guys are also off here. Okay, fine. Let's just do all of that again. But with all of that just deleted, we should now be able to go. Yeah, that's much better, isn't it? That's all. We now have a lot more roboports there. This is, oh yeah, because this guy is actually blocking all of these four. Never mind, don't care. It's all fine, that'll be good enough. Yeah, sure. Cool, so that's done. These guys needed, I'm short on about 200 solar panels, but that's also fine, because I'm still manufacturing some of them. These guys are somewhat running, but also not running, but also backed up, which I'm kind of okay with. I think these trains are now getting fueled, which is nice. I'm still just running all of this coal through to try and get these other things to where they need to be. But I think at this point, yeah, I mean, that's the thing we said could not be allowed to happen under any circumstances because it would back up the rest of the mixed build, which is true. But also in this case means we're getting a lot of things out, which is also nice. And I don't see any trains, so we're just going to cruise across there. I've got, yeah, need more trains. Maybe have a train commissioning yard somewhere. Because I just got to put a lot of trains on things. And yeah, so we're... How far does this go? Are these ones actually also let a train get all the way out of... Yeah, these ones can be... These ones can be chain as non-chain as well. So at least help trains get out of the important places where they are. This is occasion, yeah, mixed build is running. Isn't this exciting? The only problem now is we have to unpack and I guess buffer all of these things, and then also turn other sciences. They get other sciences doing stuff with them, and none of the construction bots are free, I guess because I told them to cut down this forest. That would do it. And then, yeah, half these guys are just waiting for their other friends to do the rest of the job. Okay, let's... Like, if I'm going this far, where is the... There, is that where it's going? Is that... I don't think that overlaps with the poles, does it? I think something terrible has... Yeah, something terrible has gone wrong with the poles, in a way that I don't think I care about. Like, this is just going to be bad, and we're going to let it be bad, and it's going to be fine. We're going to get a lot more solar. So we've extended the power grid now. I feel kind of bad about cutting down that whole forest, but I guess we'll use all the trees for something. All the bots are doing everything they can. That's nice. And then all those problems I kind of need to, yeah. I mean, this is at least running. It's. I guess if all of this backs up, then the fuel will continue through. Yeah, this is like a lot of uranium coming out of this, isn't it? I guess it goes in bursts in the manner that we said. But yeah, we need to A, fill up these internal buffers, B, get more of these things moving so the coal also comes out, fill up these trains with their fuel. I think the thing this means we do at this point is we do like a purple science build just so we can be doing something with all of that stuff. Maybe this also means I need to turn that into a full lane of coal. I didn't want to be here, I wanted to be down there, but also I couldn't go anywhere while that train was arriving, so yeah. So we want to do a purple-yellow science build, and I think I'm going to do this in largely the same way as usual, which is pretty exciting because, you know, it's time to do the next thing that was kind of important. So I hope this is wide enough. I think I also need to put the robot frames back over there, don't I? Which is going to mean I'm going to need to get green chips in there somehow. Sure, whatever. Okay, let's do. Can I even do the? I think I can. I might just sushi everything. Yeah, sure. Let's sushi everything. I mean almost everything. These guys are going to be actually. Let's do you do these first because otherwise, when you set the recipe to purple science, it eats it. But we want things going. We want things coming off the belt. We then want things going back onto the belt, and we're going to sushi this thing. So this is the plan I had for default settings / deathworld things, but I haven't actually done it in a while, so that's going to be fun. These guys then also want to be the same thing for yellow science, and yeah, so purple and yellow science also need these alien DNA samples, which are the things that I don't have. Like I have over here, but I think I could put another train station, I guess, here or something. Let's see how much space we need. So this one is actually, these are all going to be sushi, so it doesn't matter. But we're going to do that, and then I think in here I sushi not just purple and yellow science, but also could I sushi? I could sushi prod mods in here. Yeah, the furnaces and the furnaces and the rail will get built over here in the normal way, which will be like rail. Where's rail? Rail. I mean, this used to be a thing I would do in speedruns. I have not done this a while in speedruns. Yeah, so we'll do all of this. We'll give these guys they don't need fast inserters, but whatever, they can have fast inserters. Yeah, this is too close because things, but whatever. You guys need your prod mods. Yeah, then blue chips and LDS down the outside, and then DNA samples, and because this is still going to take. Yeah, I don't need a whole lot of alien DNA samples. The same sushi sequence will work for all of them as long as none of the science is back up. If the science is back up, I'm going to be in an interesting spot. So let's not worry about that yet. Can I? The thing is, this one. Oh, actually, this setup with the double long-handeds in the middle. This actually kind of responds. I can still put beacons in here. So that's kind of okay. I'm not going to be able to beacon these things, but I also can't prod mod them. I can just straight up speed module them. So needing to cram beacons around that, not so much of a big deal. Okay, yeah, decent plan. Continuing, I don't even know which way that's going, but we'll deal with that later. Yeah, because we want, yeah, it's gonna go like that, and then we're gonna get some more of these things here, and then all of that. There's going to be one belt here. Like, I don't know which way though, but this means the beacons are close here, which is fine, so they take up less space down here. So let's see where this fits, and then how many. Actually, that's a good question. How many of these things am I doing? I've got. Oh, I haven't plugged that in. Okay. Let's just quickly plug in this other source of ore that I noticed I had. We'll do a little bit of landfill there, and then this is a different belt, so we're going to need a little bit of landfill here, and then this belt is going to continue this way. Here? Yeah, and then this is all inside build range as well, which is nice. Let's not do those ones that I got wrong. And then, yeah, also here. This is gonna be fine. we'll just landfill that, and I'm pretty sure I've got like not a huge amount of landfill to play with. Only a couple of hundred, and then there's the other. Yeah, we are quite short on landfill at this point. Okay, because if I have 14 of these, this is slightly bigger than like hand waving 2 cycles of green stuff, because green is 6 green to 5 red to 7 each of purple and yellow, and that's if things are balanced, which things kind of aren't, because, you know, look at this nonsense. In fact, I should definitely limit that chest. Let's limit that chest. Actually, am I making engines? I should be making more train stuff. I didn't even limit that. Kind of wanted to limit that. Yeah, limit this blue science chest, thanks. Don't put anything else in it for a while. Yeah, so if I have 14 green, and I'm planning on matching this rate, I can beacon down the middle of those, which is nice. In fact, I can't actually beacon here. Beacons, they're going to be awkward. I can beacon down here, which means I think I want 14 or 16 of these. Let's go with 16. Let's get rid of some of that stuff. And then do this like 7 times. Let's do this from the map, because then I don't have to be there. And yeah, I've actually got, it will actually fit just in here. So that's what we're going to do. And then, is that 12? So that's the size, that's the build that I want. Let's move it further. Do I want to move it further down here? I kind of want to move it further down here so it's closer to being able to like shimmy this back in. Are you guys are still going, you're not, okay, so I'm now limit on the rate of walls things. Okay, so let's not do any more military technology for a while. I'm kind of done with as much of that military technology as I can. The mixed build is still completely backed up. I can move this now pretty easily because I haven't plugged anything into it, and I think, like, I really like the way it's like lined up in here. So maybe I do leave it here. No, I think I'm going to move it a little bit. I've got a couple hundred bots, it's fine. We're going to move it to like here because there are various. Actually, do I have... If the red chips and modules are coming out here, if I'm taking red chips and modules from this build, then I might actually need... this might need to go down 1, so I have another place for those to get out. So let's actually do that. So this is going to be flush against the rail, which is, you know, also nice. I like that. I like that that's a mess. Yeah, so we're going to have... We can have LDS and blue chips here. We're going to do a sushi thing in here, which I also need to decide on. This is the right number of things, isn't it? Yeah, it's the right number of things. These guys need a ton of stuff. I think I'm going to need to do another steel build in the middle of that. But the first thing we need to do is make all that work. I think I have enough laser turrets for now. And when I need that again, we'll do that differently. But we've currently got, you know, 230, so that's fine. This guy just needs to go wild on these things, to be honest. Come on, limit the chest. What are you doing? So I was previously putting chips in this box as a way of limiting that. We're not going to do that anymore. We're going to just say, just go and like have chips, have all the things you need. Why have I got 11 of these things? 11 must be less than it takes to make. Yeah, 12 batteries, 1 battery off. That's pretty funny. These guys are doing things. These guys here, yeah, let's open that up a bit and change this guy back to those wagons, because we're going to need a lot of wagons as well. Where did wagons go? Here. And then put them in there, and you can just fill out that box and be fine. In fact, give me these things. And then these things which are making solar panels, I don't need... Do I need this coming this way at all? I don't think I do. Because these guys now really need to go back to the batteries, because we've got to get drone parts. Yeah, it needs to stay. We've got to get a drone parts for yellow science. This is probably the last time I'm... Okay. If we do it like this, then bots will bring modules. If we do it like that and actually build the things, it'll be better. We still got another 500 solar panels, so that's nice. I guess the solar panels can go here. We've got more landfill, which is still nice. This is going to go like this. These guys are going to get set up again here and here. Some of this, some of that, some of that. Yeah, so now we're making batteries again, right? Yeah, these guys are making batteries. Put the batteries on that lane. Cool. I should do something with this excess green chips as well. In fact, yeah, because the other thing is, if I'm building... the thing I haven't actually thought about is how many drone frames I need to keep this happy. And I think I'm probably still doing drone frames over here because it seems pretty bad, which means that this shimmy that stops the batteries no longer wants to exist, so that's cool. I didn't do this, so let's do it like so, and then everything has everything it needs to, except the mixed build is jammed up. The batteries are coming down here. Let's do... I need to put lubricant back as well. Drone parts are... Maybe I also put drone parts on this belt that's taking all the red chips. No, because this is the one that I want to let back up. Like, I want to do that now. But then why are these guys not running? Oh, because they're not getting copper. Why are they not getting copper? They should have copper. Because they're not getting fuel. Because this is run down, and now the only way these guys are getting fuel is competing with the power grid for the coal. So we need to bring in coal as well. That's not entirely surprising. That was a thing that was probably going to happen. Move that over there. Build is powered. Can I... Yeah, let's do the rest of the sushi thing we were going to do. So the way this is going to work is over here. We're going to filter out... Yeah, we're going to filter out... Actually, we should filter it out on this side, because this is going to be where the things actually are. But the basic pattern is going to be this filtering for, say, drone parts on the right. I'm doing some kind of a silly way. Doesn't matter, it all goes around again, it's fine. But then these things want to come off the belt basically as fast as I can, and then they want to go back on the belt at... Yeah, so this pattern here, I'm always taking things off as fast as I can and putting them back on at a much slower rate, but that's okay, because the whole point is to sushi these things in a kind of reasonable manner and not let everything back up. And this thing is prod mods, and then that's the only other... Yeah, these things are going on this belt. These things are getting directly built, prod mods, and yeah, so that's all of that. And then this is going to go like so, and then this one we're actually going to do on the other end a couple of times, because this is kind of close to where the other stuff is. In fact, I can have another train station here, or I could run the... Yeah, this train might get another place to live, but basically we're going to do the same thing here. Except I don't have the parts, and then these ones don't need to go like that at all. This is actually going to be a different setup. Give me this back, because at this point... Oh no, I still do need... yeah, I still do need something like that. Put it in the right place. But I want purple science on the right, but I think this one wants a bigger buffer. And then also the same for yellow science, which we can just do the other way around because it doesn't matter. And then this is the thing that's going back in. Yeah, that's what we want. So the purple science comes off, the yellow science comes off. These guys both need to be buffered, so we're gonna do that somehow. We're gonna do that non-symmetrically because why not? They're not going to need to be. Actually, they might. Yeah, we can go here and like here. So this is going to be much more science than I need, but not there. Sure. So we're going to have a ton of science. I mean, this belt is going to have both of our sciences on it, which just needs to go up there. So that's, you know, completely fine. We like that. Then, yeah, the drone, this is not supposed to be drone parts. This is supposed to be alien stuff. Yeah, so we can even hand feed these, other than the fact that we don't have all that stuff set up. What do we actually want these guys first. Even though the purple science is going to be a thing that's going to be easier to get. Oh no, it's not, because with the drone parts. Yeah, so we'll do those, and then I guess we'll do worker speed, and then more worker speed, and then we'll figure out what other stuff we want. Maybe even mining productivity, because that's nice and slow. But yeah, it means we need to plug the rest of the stuff in. And these are going to buffer here, it's going to be fine. Science is going to be slow for a moment, but we now need to connect the rest of these inputs in a way that means that everything works. It's like, try not to get hit by a train. Yeah, so we can have... Need to be making the drone parts, need to be putting a bunch of prod mods in there. These guys are doing a thing. The lubricant is in fact over here, which is nice. And this actually, who knew this would line up so well? Oh yeah, that was what I was doing. I was figuring out how many things on drone frames I needed, wasn't it? And the answer to that, I mean, let's just go and let's leave that like half done. I don't think I see any moving trains. And go and do something about the output of the mixed build, which we're going to have to unbuffer pretty carefully. And then also with, you know, a bunch of splitters I don't have. This last one is still not doing anything because I don't have enough trains. Okay, fine. But then everything else is backed up. Coal is not coming through because... Coal is not coming through because I'm not processing anything, and so the outputs coming off the coal belt are not going through. But as soon as I unblock all of this stuff, which is currently fully blocked with steel and LDS and blue and red chips, which is all pretty fine. It's going to take a while to unlock everything, but you know, whatever. Did I... Yeah, so how... I think I'm still just... This is... Yeah, I can just run belts down here, this will be fine. Okay, so let's just do all of these things that we should have done but didn't. Give me all of these. And then we're going to do a similar thing where I'm kind of in a hurry, so I mean it's not necessarily that I'm in a particular hurry, it's just that I like not wasting my time with stuff. So let's also do that's on the other way around. And then do I want to buffer it down or up? I think I want to buffer it up. I don't know what I'm using any of this other space for, but we'll buffer it this way and then go, actually yeah, this is also, this wants to prioritize left out. Do I need, oh actually this 16 is 16 of, where am I looking at these things? This is actually the same size that I'll usually build in a deathworld or default settings run. He said, never having done a default settings run, only ever deathworlds. And this needs more than half a belt of steel. So the steel actually needs to be, and the fact that this is, yeah, I'm going to need to balance that differently as well, but whatever. point is we can still just go like this and then go, let's, I mean, we've got some of these as, we got some capacity bonus helping us out there, so why, yeah, we can do this, we can do, I'm pretty sure I've got a lot of these chests in storage. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's just do the very normal. Do I want to? The thing is, I kind of want to have this run more vertically because I kind of want to have this other belt of just other stuff going through. So maybe this runs underground here. And yeah, that's good. But that I like that more. I don't like that. It at least needs to actually work. Okay, so that's gonna be our buffer pattern, and this is gonna give us how many of these do you need? Steel. Yeah, let's just keep doing this. We're going to need steel, we're going to need red chips. Dudes can bring that back. We're going to need blue chips. Yep. We're going to need LDS. And we're going to need actually 2 types of modules. Is there anything else that's coming off this? Was I taking plastic off this? I'm not taking plastic off this. Steel, maybe, I think I was thinking about taking green chips and plastic off, but it might also just, like, things might come out. Like, yeah, this splitter here means that I want to take things out kind of through this middle section as well. But let's at least get all of that running. These guys are too far apart. If you guys are these ones, will you reach? You will. In that case, you get to be upgraded. Yeah, so all of that with this one means that we now got a lot of stuff, and we're actually getting stuff on both sides of these belts. Do I care? Am I just gonna? Yeah, I think we are. I think we're straight up just gonna go like prod mods, and then everything else can just like go in there, and I will deal with it later. And I don't even know what those other collections of things are. It's on the wrong side. Okay, so we are... Oh yeah, now that this guy is doing his stuff, we are now going to be starting to unload. And I think this entire thing is going to give me... This entire thing will give me less than half a yellow belt of stuff, probably. Because this is actually the same size I will usually build on a speedrun. And it doesn't get... It's only because it's been backed up for that huge amount of time that this amount of stuff is coming off it. But I'm still going to make that a little better by... So we're going to have these 2 builds contributing to the outside, and then these 2 builds contributing to the inside. So we can be unloading at a rate of... just noticed that thing wants to go there. Yeah, we can be unloading all this junk at the rate of... I mean, I say junk. High value items that are going to go and let me build the science I need. And that's going to... Yeah, I think this little switch is going to move over one when we put another 2 mixed builds over here. But that's not yet. As it is, I think we need to go and plug in these things. Is that true? That's not true. We're going to go build... We're going to go and build... Not hit by a train, which is nice. So we're going to go and get the rest of these things going. Oh yeah, because I never actually sat down and looked at how many things on drone parts I needed to maintain balance, because I only ever do this with unloading buffers and things. But this one is 1 in 20 seconds, and it's going to be slightly... Oh yeah, plus manufacturing speed, that's always a thing. 1 in 20 seconds. And then these guys need 90% because prod mods of 1 every 20 seconds to every 21 seconds. So it's about 1 to 1, which means I need... Yeah, which means I need 16 of these guys, which means I need 8 of the engines. Does 8 actually fit over here? Not quite. Okay, that's fine. We're still just going to go and do that. These are going to be electric engines. We're going to have another belt in here of green chips. Which way is this going? I think I'm going to try and get we'll try and get an overflow of these 2 lines of green chips. In contrast to the usual speedrun way of doing that, we're going to do this closer because we don't need to build all these things so far apart. He said, and then got some of them in the wrong place. Because we can just use... Do I want to be beaconing these things? Actually, if I'm beaconing all this all this yellow science, and I've kind of got space for it, then yeah, I do actually want to be leaving these so that these guys can be beaconed as well. So we've got to do that. And then this means that the green chips can go this way and leave space for beacons, which is going to be a thing. And then these guys probably also want to be evacuated like so. Don't do the same mistake as with the plastic. Okay, so we've got beacon space. Why did I leave down here? Like, I was expecting to have more... I was expecting to have more giant minor 2s. Well, here's the car with all the minor 2s on it. Fine, okay, sure. Yeah, and the base is also dead because we're not smelting anything because we don't have iron, but, well, because we don't have coal, but that's fine. Okay, so let's get this stuff in as well, because it's important, and this actually lines up pretty well. That actually lines up really well. That's completely accidental. Those I'm not going to tidy up now, but we'll just do that. Is that true? I don't actually want a shimmy there. Let's not do a shimmy there. Let's do that. Okay, so this bit here is where I've got a feed of green chips, which is useful. And then, actually, let's get some more splitters so I can just do this myself. Because we still want to do this prioritization thing. Oh yeah, because I guess this was... Oh, these guys are where I was going to make the red undergrounds that I needed. So let's change that to red undergrounds. These guys have at least given me a decent collection of... Yeah, a decent collection of yellow undergrounds to convert into red undergrounds. But unlimit that box because you're going to be fine, and then just convert all these into yellow undergrounds, and that's probably going to be everything we need. I got splitters, didn't I? Yeah, so this thing that I took out... Story of this entire run. The thing that I took out is going to get put back. We're still going to prioritize that to the right, though. Yeah, this is still going to go through here, except instead of going... Oh, these guys are going the wrong way. That's a cute trick. Okay, because we've got green chips here. And then... other way around. Are these guys even on... These guys are even on the same side of the belt. That's pretty cute, because that means I can do... That means I can do that, and then just spaghetti that through there, and the overflow... Wait, that needs to be up, but also on the right. Yeah, so send it into that science build first, and after that, I've got an extra bit of green chips from 2 different sources that I can run out here, and then in here. Yeah, this is how it's supposed to work, isn't it? Those, I mean, this is all going to need to spaghetti a bit harder because we've got to go up here, and then that's not true at all, so we can just go down here. Yeah, so that's going to be everything these guys need, and then I need a number of drone frame parts. Just wondering about how I'm fitting beacons in these things, because actually if I am fitting beacons in these things, then sure, we'll do... Oh no, wait, I concluded I needed a lot more of those, didn't I? because I need about half as many as for these. Let's rely on the beacons to do a bunch of stuff for us, beacons and prod mods, and build fewer of those than I need, because now I still need like 14. Yeah, I can fit these in here. Yeah, it'll be fine. Because if this is drone parts, let's also just check that this thing is. Yeah. This is just fine. This is absolutely fine. We're going to need to unpack this LDS, but also this is just going. Yeah, this is quite adequate. Let's also have a couple. Actually, I don't really need that many more prod mods at this point, because I've also got the giant stash in the main base. But this is doing everything that it should, and the smelting is back up. I think I expected the iron to back up, because I'm using like this half belt and then this stuff, and yeah, and then the coal is going, and then these buffers are empty, and then these buffers are full, and these things are, yeah, so I do have a coal overflow at the moment, and it's going to back up here, and then also the stone, and then yeah, so that's all pretty much doing what it should. But I wanted prod mods. Thank you for giving me prod mods, even though I had prod mods like just over here, but whatever. I wanted 7 of these in a row like so. Yeah, and then if I leave space for a beacon there, and this thing is also leaving space for a beacon there, because I think the plan for this is, like, I've got to get both things on this belt before I do anything with it. So I think and I can beacon these just down the middle, I guess. So I might do 8 of these, but this needs to start, I don't actually know where. But the plan is going to be something like this. Yeah. Something like this, and then... Oh, actually, this is also... Yeah, this is in a great place, yeah. Because this here can now just do a splitter, and then instead of this thing, we can do this underground trick here. This actually works out. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. And then we need to take all these batteries off, because those guys don't need any batteries, but you guys will enjoy having steel, so we're going to do that. And then this one needs to run... If this one runs straight... Yeah, let's put all those back in storage, and then we'll have bots figure out where this is going, because the plan is, if this is, yeah, this worked out better than I had imagined, and because this all just fits here. Watch this next bit. That actually perfectly fits as well. Amazing, spaghetti. Because this part is going to run down here and through here. That's actually not true, or at least not all of it. I don't actually have space for a beacon. If it goes underground here, there isn't space for a beacon here, unless I move it over. We're not going to do that. We're going to do this instead. I could move it over if I bring things back this way, which is actually the more natural way of doing things. So yeah, we're going to move this again. Sorry, bots. It is kind of your life's purpose, though. I'm not even there. Because now we can do this same trick to actually get all the ones that are going in the same direction rather than the opposite direction. Yeah, we can do that, and this is beacon space just here, which is cool. And then this output belt can go down here, and the reason I've got 8 of these things here is to be able to put stuff on the other side as well. He's going to need to be landfilled. Do I have... Let's copy and paste some landfill. Just there, thanks. So this is all going to do. Yeah, this is fine. This is new science. This is stuff working. We're making drone parts. Drone parts are coming off this belt and underneath the other beacon that can be here, and we can have beacons in the middle, and that's all fine. And then let's actually just swap those around, because then, like, I can limit this to basically anything, and We can do that, we can have this, and now we've got... we don't. Did I got that right on the other side, okay, good. Go there. You guys do the correct thing instead of the incorrect thing. And now if I get a belt of... yeah, and I think I'm just going to hand carry prop mods only. How am I getting the rest of the steel in here now? I guess I'm undergrounding it through here? Yeah. Sure, that's a sensible way of doing things, isn't it? Let's have this one go underground instead. And then these guys can do a little turn. And that's 2 of the 3 belts of things that these guys need. But the thing is, all of those things are coming from the right-hand side. There's steel, there's poles. No, there's poles. I need to get poles in somewhere as well, but we might worry about that next time. And this is... these guys don't have steel because I'm not making steel because the smelting stopped. That's fine. You guys have stuff. You guys have green chips. You guys have batteries. I can also bring you more steel. Running all across the railway tracks is fine, isn't it? Yeah, we got a... why am I even going to do that in a car? I can just do this with belts. Because we want... let's leave a bit of space to interface things. But we want this whole belt of steel. I have not decided how we're doing that yet, but we do want a whole belt of... or at least we want more than 1 belt of steel. So we've got... am I just belting these things over? I quite possibly am. You guys are... oh yeah, you guys aren't running. You guys are running and are completely fine. I can actually build... wait, if I've got yellow science online, we're going to do the yellow science ones first and then figure out how to do the purple science ones probably later. Yeah, we're coming up on episode length this time. Then mining productivity, because, you know, why not? Yeah, need to get a... let's actually set up a coal station. And by that I mean we're going to go... we're not actually going to connect it because we don't want to put... what do you only connect to the rubber port? Because I kind of want one of these here, and like I want it on... but then what are you connecting to? You're not connecting to anything. You need to be down here. Are you connecting to... you're not connecting to anything either. Okay. So I need to build that infrastructure. And then these other train stations can just straight up go in here. So I'm going to need... what am I going to need long term? I'm going to need... what actually fits in... can I think I need to build them close together than that, don't I? Can I even build them closer together than that? Maybe. Let's just hack this back out and see. Yeah, I can build them that close. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to build these train stations closer. We're going to have the bots put a lot of things in. That was supposed to be Control X, and it was not Control X. Yeah, this fits up pretty well, because now I can have another train station here, and all of these things need to be like... this actually fits together really well. This was not planned at all. Amazing. Probably these things don't need to exist. They're going to connect this way. It's going to be fine. Yeah, so now we're going to get... this actually is a bit of an issue. These... that's a bit close, but this will let us have an iron station, another iron station, which means we could actually get rid of these belts if we wanted to, a coal station and a copper station for when we're no longer using these belts, which may happen sometime, but the bots are at least going to go and get a bunch of stuff built. I still need to change the train station names, which is why they're not connected here, because otherwise other trains would turn up and put things in the wrong place. But yeah, so that's a thing we're doing kind of for now, and then we just got to get, other than the lack of steel, but these guys probably have, yeah, these guys have got, yeah, sure, we just need to start, and then this as well. Okay, cool. We can at least get the bots building all this stuff for us, though. Where are they snaking through? Are they going to snake through? Can I have... Yeah. So one of these things can snake through this way and come down between these engines and get to the things this way. Maybe the red chips does that. I'm pretty sure I only need half a lane of red chips, and I also need some poles, which I could build like here. I don't think I need... I only need half a lane of poles, which is like a quarter of a lane of iron because of... and then also productivity modules, so whatever. These things are kind of inconveniently... Although, I mean, I would like the red chips and the steel to be going kind of the same way, so maybe this one that's going this weird path by itself is actually also the top one. Diagonals are fine, aren't they? So yeah, so now I've got blue chips and LDS, and then we can continue. I do still have this in the paste buffer, so we can just continue through here. This actually fits really well. It's fine, isn't it? These, I guess, how am I? Okay, let's actually not. I mean, I'm actually right here. I was thought I'd have to drive further. I did not. I could run it just down through here, but I don't really want to. I want to run it down... I want to figure out how to run it down here. And that's kind of the answer, isn't it? We just go in there. Sure. Sure, there's train stations and things, whatever. Yeah, because now we just run this down here. We move that. We move it again. This is going to be interesting to try and fit all this infrastructure into a purple science, but ignoring that for the moment, because of course we are, that's yellow science, kind of automated. I've got a bunch of electric engines. Electric engines are not the thing I'm short of, are they? Okay, so let's just hand feed, because that's how we're doing things. I think I was going to change around some of the train stations as well, but that's fine for the moment. I think we've still got... Yeah, give me all of this, and give me all of that, and give me all of this. Because military science is still kind of stuck on wall, which might actually have built up over here? Yeah, not yet. So I still need to do... I still need however much brick smelting I need here for purple science, which is still going to be a bit of an issue. But we are at least... I mean, some of it's running. I've finished a number of products. Green chips are just flowing, which is good. All of this stuff, this doesn't fill up a belt, this is fine. Okay, yeah, let's go and get the rest of the stuff running. And I think I was going to change to a different powder, no, that's... I saw some robots there. These guys would just be trapped on this belt forever because of the way the sushi works, which would be pretty funny, and it would be a bit of a disaster. Do I even want to... I could run this down the other side. I still don't know how I'm putting stuff in that. I could also have a train station... yeah, who knows? I mean, I could. It's also just coming from a train station over here, so there's not really that much of it to do anything about. But let's... I've got 2 undergrounds. We're gonna... I guess we just sushi this through... Yeah, there's kind of space to sushi it through there, isn't there? Let's take... We're going to need a bunch of these, and we're going to need a bunch of these. And first of all, the green science is going to sushi from... not there, is it? It's gonna have to hit the existing things. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, sure. That's how it always works. What else is sharing the? I guess the green science is going to share the belt with the space science. I guess that's how it's going to work. And then we'll did I say sushi? I meant belt weave. Belt weave. This is not going to work. Wait, is this going to work at all? Because I have to power this from somewhere. And these poles can't be here. Because in order for this plan to work, I've got to have inserters in the other spaces in here. Is this... I don't really want to move all the labs. I mean, moving the labs is the easy thing. I don't really want to do that. Because the other option, if I'm not doing that, like the other slightly more traditional belt weave option, these guys are going down, yeah, and these guys are also going to be going... Maybe I do need to... Can I get... Because this is going to need to do that. But then this one can't be here. It needs to be here. So I think this works, because we've got long-handeds there, these guys here. And then I also need to get the red science into each of these things. And then if I give it one of these things, then this here is a pattern that's getting, yeah, it's getting this belt in, it's getting this belt that's going up, it's getting the red science, it's getting this other blue and military science. Yeah, so I think that's gonna be how we do this. And I could, I mean, all the bots are gonna just put everything in storage if I had them do this. But I can also just pick this up myself. We go here, this goes underground, this one doesn't matter. Actually, are these... Oh, that's an issue, that needs to be that color. Then, yeah. This actually needs to be in a different place. Let's put that setup back, because that needs to go like that, this underground needs to go here, and this needs to go like so. But at least I should be... Yeah, I've made 52 yellow science, haven't I? That's fine. Because I don't actually have the steel, because I haven't actually put the coal trains back yet. But that's fine. I mean, I don't even have a place that I am coal mining onto a train yet. But yeah, this belt, not like that, just runs up here. Automation. Yeah, we're sushiing this together somewhere. Oh yeah, let's actually get a bunch of prod mods so we can make that work as well. Prod mods should be over here. We've got speed mods that we don't need yet. Yeah, we got a bunch of prod mods. We can take all those prod mods. I've also ignored all the combat for a while, and it sounds like I still find these 12 are just complaining about beacons. Yeah, so we need to spaghetti that in. This is like, I could just put a bunch of prod mods in here, and these guys, I've got a bunch of LDS in my inventory. I don't want LDS in my inventory. Yeah, these guys, small numbers of these things will wander around and go around the belt. I've actually only got all of the ingredients will go around the outside. All of the science is going to go around the inside, so the science is actually never going to get blocked by the ingredients, which is nice. The ingredients, I'm sushiing two things together. Actually, this might no longer work if I get inserter capacity bonus 3, because I'll end up having 3 different things on the outside of this belt, and if I've got 2 of them, it looks like there's enough space in here for 2 more things, but if I don't think there's that much more space in there. Okay, fine, whatever. Don't I have... I must have also emptied the steel buffer. We have emptied the steel buffer. Okay, fine. I could get... because I could also plug the mixed build steel in here if I figured out how. Let's move those there so we can have some stuff like here and here. Actually, that's not going to work, is it? This one can go like that. Yeah, and then these guys can also just meander generally this way. Stuff went on the wrong side of the belt. That's maybe a big deal. It's going to be hard to spot because I've used undergrounds all over the place. But is that actually going to be? It's not going to be quite necessary, is it? Yeah, so we're gonna get steel through here. We've got. Why don't I have any LDS? Should I not be making LDS? I'm sure you guys were working and getting things done. Where is the LDS? Yeah, you guys are still just... This is just the rate at which you're making LDS. I guess this base was tuned to make a lot more blue chips than LDS. That's fine. Yeah, so this is what the sushi is going to look like. It's fine, and things are going to be, like, these other assemblers are going to be taking things off the belt as well. I just need to get more steel into these guys, and the steel is actually going to be arriving on this belt kind of soon. So let's actually also just check that all of this did everything I wanted it to. That one's going this way. This one's, all the green science is making its way all the way down. These guys have got everything they need. I've got a lot of stuff in my inventory which I'm just going to throw at them. And yeah, the sushi is kind of working. I've done some progress into a... I had 4 of them on me, onto a yellow tech. So that's exciting, isn't it? That's progress. I don't have anything else I want there. I could also be upgrading prod mods. That's I think modular upgrades is going to be a thing we're going to look at next time as well. But yeah, let's... Am I assuming that these are going this way? Maybe. I mean, these ones may as well just be like that. And then we can just copy this stuff across and wonder about how we're going to get things on belts later. Because we got a lot of red chips, we got a lot of steel. If that's going through there, that's only just enough space. But steel may as well go there. Yeah, sorted. Then this one kind of wants to be red chips, and then this one wants to be steel and stone, which is also not sorted out yet. But I can actually have... I could have another underground through here. Yeah, that's what we're going to do, isn't it? Because now all I need to do is figure out how to get stone and stone, and that's going to be where this belt can be where stone and stone bricks go, which will then keep all these guys happy, and then this belt here, this is all I need to do. I just need to put poles on the other side of this belt, which is fantastic. And the other thing that I like about this setup is that if I do that, I'm now supporting this build with steel from the mixed build, which is pretty fine. That's going to work out well. I've got some... There we go. Didn't I help? Okay, so I reckon we're actually pretty good. We're going to take this and give this to some of these guys, because these guys need the steel. A train goes past, which is nice. Still haven't done any defensive work in the last couple of episodes. But we've got a lot of guys making drone frames. We've got purple, we've got yellow science, we've got all of the purple science other than the stone and bricks, which happens to be an important part, but other than that, we've got LDS running, we've got the mixed build running. We're low in the other thing I was thinking about doing, maybe this is a thing that happens, is having... I hope this isn't backed up on coal now, this should be taking priority, is having another coal station here and taking a coal feed from this that ran it back to the main base, and the entire thing that being doing is just supplying pure coal. But I think I'm probably still going to do a coal train on this thing. I mean, I'd had this out of the way so that I could do other coal things here, but that's fine. And then yeah, this pollution cloud is starting to kick off because we're getting a lot more mining through there. Not as much as we want, because we want to commission some more trains. Commissioning more trains, almost certainly a thing we're doing between episodes. I think we're about done here. But this is stable, 22 out of 40, that's fine. This one is not stable. I need to go visit that place. These guys are swinging in, and we got some like the big mirror splitters, and these guys are going to explode on the landmines, and it's both full and the stuff out of range, so we need to go and deal with that. Where's the other borders? The other borders are over here, and these guys are... There was a tower over here. I guess this is 17 out of 40. Oh no, I moved that one, and this one is slightly out of range. Okay, so this one also needs to be bigger to be able to pick up all of this stuff, but that's also just completely fine. Let's not attempt to delete any of those trees because we don't need to, and we can put more. Yeah, I don't really want to go into that forest, and I'm not super opposed going into that forest, but we can actually get rid of these. Are you actually connecting to anything? Because if you connect there, and even if I can like attach this over here, that will all connect, and that means I can get rid of these guys, and I can put a little bit more solar like that. So yeah, so our solar's going pretty good. Yellow science is coming out. These guys are getting all of the steel they need, which is fantastic. Prod mods are over here. I still need to figure out... I mean, I could also turn these into request chests and just have Logibots also helping with the sushi. But yeah, this is all pretty good. We've got a lot of that. We've got not much not much yellow science, because you guys all just running. Some of you guys not running. Some of you guys not getting drone frames, which is not entirely unanticipated, because these drone frames were never quite running at full speed, and then there's one of them that's just straight up not running at all. So yeah, so I think next time we're gonna actually, there's one more thing. There's always one more thing. One of these things which we're not going to do is to figure out how to get stone onto... It's 2000, it's 5, I need to... Yeah, we're not going to figure out how to get stone and wall onto this belt just yet. The other thing we're going to do, which we haven't visited in a while, is like this stone patch I'm still running down, like, right? Like this is... It used to be 8.4, now it's 8.2. It's going to be going down even faster when we put more trains on it, which is a thing that's going to happen. But over the other side of the map, I put some radars to look for more iron, and we've got 5.7, 14 million, so that's gonna address that problem for basically forever. I mean, until I can expand with much more enthusiasm. But yeah, this space probably needs to go. This space probably needs to go. What proportion of... Okay, so about 15% of the bite is coming out of bigs, which is going to make pushing a little interesting, but still manageable, especially if I've got power armor and exoskeletons, which I can have now because all those things are being built. But am I killing anything over here? These landmines are not doing anything, which is great because I wasn't expecting them to yet. Copper I don't really need, but yeah, if I start to mine this patch like this, I don't really want to push this base yet, which means I could either run a train line through... Yeah, and this can't be mined as long as this is here. It's just not viable. But if I could either run a train line down through here, or I could have a little landfill bridge between these islands, wall this off, mine this quite aggressively. In fact, can I... How you guys doing? Yeah, you're fine. How many miners could I fit on that is the question. Because this is going to give me 7 because it's this weird half-base thing. And it also looks like I haven't built enough LDS, which is also kind of the plan. But yeah, this looks like I could get 2 stations of 7 miners each, and we'd have to flip them, which is going to be a little more of a deal because it's got rail in the middle, but mostly fine. Thing is, when this station starts mining, this base is going to kick off because this is just going straight over water. These bases are going to kick off, which is just going to go straight over water, and that means that this line here actually needs to be defended properly with everything rather than just landmines. But that's pretty good. That's the thing we've got that we can add later. We've got another 14 million. I don't know if I have enough landfill to do all of that, but we've got 14 million iron in a patch, plus all the other iron that's spilling out of these other random places. Still need to put more trains on this thing, and all of this is kind of backing up in ways that is pretty happy. This is pretty good. I'm almost fully utilizing all of this copper. It's just a small amount of a couple of these furnaces on the end aren't running, and all that copper is getting used. It's getting turned into green chips and getting turned into, actually not all of it. I could actually be doing more with it, couldn't I? I actually kind of want more copper in each of those. That's interesting. Okay, I guess the thing I do is just prod mod all of those. Yeah, that'll be fine. Because currently not getting many red chips out because I'm not getting the surplus of coils. But if I prod mod all of these coils assemblers, then the fact that I'm not quite getting a full belt won't matter, and that'll be fine. And this is also because I'm only ever pulling one belt out of this, but this belt is only ever 70% copper, so I'm only ever getting 70% of a belt out, although I am getting a bit more from whatever falls out of the iron. But otherwise pretty happy with that. Mixtable doing stuff, yellow research happening, buffers not filling up, which is important because we need buffers to not fill up. Got to get stone and wall on this belt, got to get poles on this belt. All of that sounds pretty manageable. I'm gonna have to build. Yeah, this is great. This is exactly what we wanted. Gonna have to build a bunch more stuff later, and then you guys are also still not running because you don't have enough LDS. LDS was one of the things that I wondered whether or not I wanted to build more of, but also this other entire build just isn't running at the moment, so we're just not getting that much stuff out. And also, if these guys aren't getting enough copper, because no, they're still fine. But I mean, we'll also module all of those. Good things. We got a new science build. We plugged it into the labs. It's going horrifically slowly. Module upgrades also going to be a thing at some time. But we got a lot of good stuff done. This is a thing. Episode 12 complete.